Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Deluxe Class Ironworks from Wave 1. He turns into a Micromaster base and everything you can see there, and much other things. And he comes in this package, this new greenish package. Ironworks here, you can see that. Ironworks and Cybertron and Earthrise, and comes in there, and you know, got green up there. And hey, look, oh no, lost. That's Galvatron. And you know, space and the Autobot logo, and nice bit of artwork of him in his, I guess, base mode on the top side here. Deluxe class in multiple languages, including Cybertronian probably. And hey, look, new artwork on this side, including a flaming out arc crashing into Earth, and a whole bunch of characters who are old, some of which have been confirmed, some of which have, I don't know if we're getting a new site, but yeah, some of which have definitely been confirmed. Hey, look, Quintessons and whatnot. And on the back, or on the bottom, there's, well, just warnings and copyrights and barcodes. And on the back here, you got, hey, look, various things you can do, including interact with Micromasters and connect with other things and whatnot, and use WFC-E8 and, you know, warnings and all that stuff back here. So there you go. Largely the same as Siege, just new color. He also comes with his instructions, which, you know, show you a lot of things about how, you know, how to transform and whatnot, because, well, there's a lot to go through there, and don't take him out of the box. Yeah, a lot to go through on that, you know, because, well, he's modular, just like the old weaponizers, and the modulator now. And he also comes with a little, something kind of a lot of G1ers remember, which is, hey, look, a little piece of red transparent plastic. And that's for the insert on the box. In the box, I should say. This thing, the background behind the figure. You can see right here, there's like a weird mass of red here. You know, not on the picture, and you use this to, hey, look, there's lines. Like, hey, look, little red lines on there. I'm not sure what this, the pegman is going to pick this up. And then right here, hey, look, it says absolutely nothing legible. It says Velocitron. Although it's kind of glossy, so it's really hard to pick up. But yeah, it says that. That's a thing, I guess. Anyway. Ironworks. He is a little, I guess, construction type base junkyard. I'm not sure. And yeah, it's a crane with a ramp and whatnot. That's, yep, you got a crane here. You know, it can move a couple points here and there. And yeah, a bunch of ramps, which, you know, ideal size for a Micromaster. You can just roll up and just kind of chill out. There's not a whole lot of room there, but hey, you can do that. So yeah, it doesn't really do much once outside of that, as this mode anyway. Although you can take it apart and reconfigure it and all that stuff. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of the configurations, but you know, there's a bunch, you know, like the old G1 one. It's like a tower with the crane on and the bottom and a scoop and all that stuff. But yeah, you can, you know, take it apart. You know, bunch of peg holes. Take it apart. Pull this ramp off. Make it, you know, even though it's stubborn. Pull this ramp off. Again, also stubborn. This is part of the thing, and unpeg this, all this stuff. Yeah, you got configurations like this. Let's see. Believe if I can. Yeah. Yeah, configuration is kind of like this one. Although this is, I don't believe this is 100% correct, but hey. Got that. A bridge thing. They can connect with other guys. These are fully compatible with upcoming Earthrise guys, including Scorponok. Hey, you got a whole bunch of parts here. First things first, you want to extend these legs out like that. Those are the legs. These go on the outside, so that's, and you can tell, well, just because ankle tilts. And then here, you got these, you know, they plug in like that. Like that. That plugs in. Pretty straightforward, that. And this is the torso. What you want to do here is say there's a head right here. You want to pop that out until it clicks into place and rotate it around. And then that just is a peg hole, peg here, hole here, peg here, hole here, and just line those up and put them together. Like so, and you want to take this peg and put it down. I'll take this ramp, and it doesn't really matter which way you put it in. It's gonna, 2 pegs, 2 holes. Well, there's 4 holes, but yeah, it's 2 pegs and a blam. that just goes on there nice and clean. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit higher. This you untab it and bring it down like that, and then bring this peg right here. You want to bring that down, plug it in that peg hole right there, and that's his left arm. Take this, I'm gonna rotate this down and rotate this around like this, and that will be his right arm. And then you can take these pieces and plug them together, and that'll be a gun, which he can hold in his left hand or whatever, like so. And that is Ironworks, which I will say this, for a kind of meh base mode type thing, it's just, it's just an old playset kind of updated. I guess now it transforms, and hey, it transforms into a pretty neat looking robot and everything. I say. I've never been super into playset type stuff, weirdly enough, even though I'd keep buying the Titan class guys who are kind of playsets. I just keep buying them, even though I'm not super into playset stuff. Go figure. I think it's just, just like having big Transformers. But I like this guy's robot mode. I like it quite a bit. I do like, because this is yellow paint on black plastic, it kind of gives us this weathered, dirty look, which I do like, because, it's kind of a junkyard thing. You can see that, again, because of the yellow paint and black plastic and whatnot. Possibly it gives it a weathered look without, kind of differently versus other, the other, like, War for Cybertron guys. So it's a different way of doing it, which I think might please some people, might not. I don't know. But yeah, I do like the, got a little red and kind of somewhat asymmetrical red here. You got a red visor, red faceplate on the helmet, and a gray helmet. A little bit of red on the kneecaps. The yellow, again, the yellow. I just think a little tiny Autobot symbol right there as well. I just think it looks neat. Articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so you got left and right, up and down a little bit of wiggle. Not a whole lot because of his design. Also, the shoulders are, because of that pegs, you get, you got forward, backward, all the way around. Got outward hinge right there. This arm does have double jointed elbow, so you got that because of how it transformed. You got a double jointed elbow. It's got a little like peg right here. This arm does not have that. It's got the same shoulder, but its elbow is just that one hinge, so no double joint in there. Yeah, bicep swivel as well, and both of them as well. I almost forgot about that. Shame on me. You got a, I guess, hook swivel on this arm. This waist is interesting because of the way it's transformed. It's not attached up here. It's attached in the back here. So you just kind of got this weird pseudo waist swivel, which just, it gives you a decent enough range for most poses, but it's kind of weird. And also on mine, it's a little looser than I like, but it does serve its purpose. Hips are kind of a soft ratchet. Forward, back is hindered by this ramp. Outward is just friction. Goes out pretty far. Got a thigh swivel thanks to the pegging system. Knees, thanks to his transformation, are, got a pretty deep bend. And his ankles tilt, but they don't tilt that far, I don't believe. Oh, they do. They're just kind of a weird resistance point, but they tilt pretty far. Like that. So yeah, there's, it's a good looking robot with a good amount of articulation, including some clever ways to get around some otherwise weird design. Would possibly be, on other figures would be like, oh, there's no articulation on the waist because he has to come together a certain way. But they managed to make it work on this guy, and it's pretty neat, I think. So that's that. But that's not all he can do. He can also, just like before with the Siege guys, become armor for other figures. And you'll have to, take them apart to do that. Yep, so just take it all apart. That pig's in real solid. Yep, take it apart and kind of put it into more or less a basic preparedness, I guess. Right. So you got these pieces, right? Now these pieces can all be attached to, say, I don't know, hoist here. I would use Wheeljack, but I don't have Wheeljack quite yet, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to have him. He's the one I've been wanting the most. Yeah. So what you want to do is take these pieces like this, and well, these are new boots now. You can peg them on. And I'm going to have to futz a little bit just because, well, he doesn't cleanly go on the hoist, and he goes on worse on cliff jumper. So there you go. Raise this a little bit up. Yeah. See, of course, he's got his boots now. And this thing, this thing can open up like this. And this can come out, and hey, look, you got a peg, which can kind of get on there. I'm going to put it on his forearm. It says the shoulder, but I'm going to put it on his forearm just because this gets in the way. I'll talk about that later in the hoists review. This stuff, go ahead and put these together. Yeah, making sure I'm doing it right. Yeah. And you want to rotate these around like this, kind of facing like that. And then you can just, well, peg that onto his other shoulder. Like that, which kind of looks strange, but sure. That you want to, yeah, have kind of an angle like this. Like this. And this, you want to go ahead and put on his back somehow. Like that. And then that can peg on like this. You want to rotate, yeah, you want to rotate this around like this, like that. And then you can just peg this on like this. That kind of reaches over, and there you go. And then you can, I don't know, put this on apparently. It says, again, it kind of wants you to put this like also on top of the crane thing, like attached to the crane. I'm just going to put this in his hand. It's just another gun. Yeah, you know, that's not the only configuration, mind you, but, you know, that's kind of the one they want, sort of. So now he's got a scooper. That's neat. But yeah, clearly hoist is not really meant for this, although you make sense, like, you know, this is kind of construction thing. That's kind of something a hoist does. So, yeah. You can do that with that thing, whatever you want. There's a lot of configuration to do, but that's kind of the more close to the intended one. And it works pretty well. You know, it's kind of the same sort of thing. And of course, I suspect you could build on top of the old Siege ones and just create a monstrosity of robot parts. But hey, you do what you want with your toys. But yeah, that's Ironworks. He's another one of those things where he only really works if you buy other toys. If you have Micromasters or you have other Deluxes or whatever that can wear this stuff, then he works really well. But on his own, much like some of the previous weaponizers in Siege, it's the same thing of just simply, it doesn't quite work on his own. It's kind of his alt mode is useless if you have no other figures, pretty much. If you don't have any Micromasters, alt mode is useless. His alt mode's kind of decent, but yeah, he's once again kind of he shines mostly when he's being used as an accessory for other figures, I feel. And yeah, just much like Cog and whatnot. Although some of those guys, like I think Six Gun and Brunt, worked pretty well without other figures. This one definitely goes back to with Cog, with is just simply you really want other figures for it to get maximum enjoyment out of this guy. Particularly because of that alt mode. So yeah, I think that's it for this. Yeah, for this review, that's pretty much it. It's only only get him if you're getting the other figures anyway. If you don't get him on his own, if you're gonna get one Deluxe from the Wave, this is not the one to get. If you're only getting one, if you're getting a bunch of figures from the line, go for it. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Twitter, Patreon, Coffee, all that stuff. Twitter in particular, at Nemesis Prime 1. Follow me on there if you want to see pictures and whatnot. I'll post them probably, hopefully, more often. But yeah. And I hope you stick around because I'm still doing video reviews and more Deluxes from Earthrise will be coming very shortly. So see ya.